I don't believe in fairy tales. I believe in facts, in evidence, in what people try to hide behind polished headlines. The higher the pedestal, the harder the fall. That's what I've learned. And royalty? That's just power wrapped in tradition.
Valdoria wants a human interest piece. Show us the prince who's changing the monarchy. If yours real, you'll find it. If he's not, you'll find that too.
Cultural Exchange Summit. Royal Modernization. Young Crown Prince. It sounds like a press release waiting to be framed. But sometimes, the stories that look the simplest on paper are the ones hiding something deeper.
Just remember, Emma, today, this isn't New York politics. It's a kingdom.
Different rules, and I know exactly how to play them, sir.
Different rules don't scare me. Secrets do. And every crown I've ever covered had one.
Fine. Let's go meet the prince. But I'm not looking for a fairy tale, I'm looking for the truth.
Valdoria wants to present a modern monarchy. Young crown prince. Reform-minded, charming. They're requesting you specifically.
Charming is usually code for well-trained. What's he hiding? He's pushing transparency, youth engagement, policy reform. Either he's sincere, or he's very good at pretending. I don't do fairy tales. If I go, I'm writing what I see, a familiar, not what they want printed.
Good, that's why you're going. But remember, V, this isn't City Hall. It's a royal family. Optics matter.
Prince Alexander Laurent, 30, educated in London, military service, public approval rising. That smile looks practiced. But eyes don't lie. And his don't look rehearsed. They look, tired.
Fine. I'll go to Valdoria. If he's real, I'll find it. If he's a performance, I'll uncover that too.
Valdoria. Smaller than I imagined, quieter too. Not the polished spectacle I expected. The air feels different here. Less rushed. Like the city doesn't need to prove itself. Stone buildings, royal banners, centuries of traditions stitched into every street corner. There it is, the crown at the center of it all. Beautiful, elevated, untouchable. Every monarchy has a story it wants the world to see. This one feels carefully curated. But the people don't look staged. They look, proud, comfortable. Charm can be strategic. Architecture can distract. Smiles can mislead. Still, something about this place doesn't feel rehearsed. Maybe the truth here isn't hidden behind walls. Maybe it's waiting inside them. So this is where power lives. Not in headlines, not in speeches, in stone. It's designed to make you feel small, to remind you who belongs and who doesn't. Every movement rehearsed, every expression disciplined, nothing accidental. Tradition is architecture here. It stands taller than any single person.
But institutions don't change themselves. People do. And people only change when they're willing to risk something real.
If he truly wants to modernize this place, he's standing against centuries. Power looks solid from the outside, but even marble cracks under pressure. Let's see if the prince inside these walls is carved from the same stone, or something entirely different.
Miss Emma Lawson, international correspondent from New York.
Miss Lawson, Valdoria welcomes you. I trust your journey was pleasant. Smooth flight. I imagine turbulence is handled quickly here.
Or does it just look steady from the outside?
We do our best. Stability is a valued tradition. But sometimes I wonder if tradition and comfort are the same thing.
Perhaps that's why we're here. Do you ever get to make a decision that isn't approved by a committee?
Every day. They just don't always know about it. I've learned that some decisions are quieter than others.
That sounds risky, especially for someone who's supposed to avoid surprises. So is asking me that.
But I find risk occasionally refreshing.
I didn't expect it to be this quiet up here. Inside, everything feels choreographed.
Up here, no one listens. No advisors, no cameras, just the wind.
You don't seem like the version of yourself they present downstairs.
That version is necessary, but it isn't always mine. Sometimes it feels like I'm borrowing someone else's script. Sometimes I wonder who I would be if I hadn't been born first. I feel trapped, like I'm not who I want to be. Maybe someone freer.
Or maybe someone exactly the same, just less watched. And what do you see when you look at me, Miss Lawson?
A crown or a man?
I see someone trying very hard not to disappear inside the crown.
Good afternoon. It's truly a pleasure to be here with you all today. I'm excited to hear about your town.
You drew the palace bigger than I remember. Do you think we should add more windows?
Yes, because it's so big.
It needs more light. Everything looks better when it's brighter, doesn't it?
Sir,
Right.
more light.
That's a good idea.
Palaces could always use more light.
He wasn't looking for cameras. He was listening.
Actually listening.
We'll move these together.
Okay, let's do it.
Titles don't make boxes lighter.
That wasn't the headline version of him. No speech, no performance.
Just effort.
If this is an act, it's the most convincing one I've ever seen. And somehow, I don't think it is.
Your Highness, modernization must be gradual. Public sentiment is unpredictable.
Progress is always unpredictable. That doesn't make it wrong.
Tradition protects the crown. Rapid change risks destabilizing it.
Tradition should serve the people, not protect itself from them. This wasn't the prince in the courtyard. This was a man negotiating with history.
You are heir to centuries, not a campaign platform. The crown is not a place for experiments.
I am heir to responsibility, and responsibility means listening.
He wasn't fighting for attention. He was fighting for permission to change what he'd inherited. You handled the council firmly, but firmness is not the same as wisdom.
I spoke honestly. The country deserves that. They deserve a leader who means what he says.
Honesty without restraint can weaken a throne. A ruler must choose his truths carefully.
I don't want a throne built on silence.
I want.
I want one built on trust.
You were born into duty, Alexander, not preference. The crown does not bend to personal desire.
And if duty demands change, shouldn't we have the courage to answer it?
It demands stability first. Emotion must never outrank obligation.
What if obligation includes being authentic, even when it's inconvenient?
It's overwhelming in there. Every smile feels rehearsed.
It is rehearsed. The choreography of tradition. Step left.
Smile, wave.
You move like you belong to it, but not inside it.
belonging and freedom aren't the same thing.
Sometimes I wonder who I would be if I hadn't been born first.
Maybe someone freer.
Or maybe someone exactly the same, just less watched.
Yeah.
And you would be happier?
And what happens when being watched becomes the only version of you people accept?
Put me on in.
Then you stop performing. Even if it scares them. Even if it costs you.
You're not nearly as intimidating outside a ballroom.
It turns out you're just a man without the spotlight.
And you, my dear Emma, are only charming when you're not trying to be.
I'll try harder next time. Perhaps I'll even practice my intimidating entrance.
Your Highness, is this the American journalist? Are you two together? Who is it?
Seven. What just happened? Were they waiting? Or did we just walk straight into it?
They're always waiting for a misstep, for a headline. They don't miss much.
Is this official? Is she influencing royal policy? Are we looking at a private relationship or a political one?
I didn't sign up for this. I came here to tell the truth, Peony, not become the story.
This is the part they don't show you in fairy tales. The cost of standing in the light.
You were seen tonight, not as a prince performing duty, but as a man forgetting it.
I was speaking with her. That is not a crime. Conversation is not conspiracy.
No, but perception can become one. In this palace, appearance often speaks louder than truth.
She is not manipulating me. She challenges me. That is not the same thing.
It is not about manipulation. It is about vulnerability. A monarch cannot afford emotional distractions.
She challenges me. She asks questions no one else will. And she expects real answers.
Questions are healthy. Attachment is dangerous. A ruler must never let emotion cloud judgment.
If authenticity is dangerous, then perhaps we have mistaken caution for strength.
Tonight, questions are emerging about the American journalist's unusually close access to the Crown Prince.
Sources suggest she may have leveraged personal proximity for professional advantage.
That's not what happened. They're twisting it into something it isn't.
Did you see this? They're saying she manipulated him.
How?
It's already everywhere.
I went there to write the truth, not to become the headline. I never wanted to be part of the story.
The palace has not yet issued a formal response. Officials say they are reviewing the situation.
This is how they bury real stories. Turn them into spectacle. Noise is easier than truth. They want a scandal, fine, but they won't get to define it. False. I'll tell the story myself. I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here to be your scandal. I came here to tell the truth.
Neither did I. I never wanted this to become public. It was supposed to stay between us.
It became public the second you let them define it. Silence speaks louder than you think.
I'm being advised to create distance, temporarily, until this passes.
They say it's necessary. A statement? Is that what I am now? A risk to manage? Is that how this works here?
I have responsibilities that extend beyond us. It isn't just about what I want.
And I have my integrity.
Which you just let them question.
I'm trying to protect the crown.
And who's protecting the truth? Your Highness, has your relationship with the American journalist influenced royal matters?
Miss Lawson was granted access consistent with professional standards. Any suggestion otherwise is inaccurate.
Are you confirming a personal relationship? Or is this strictly professional?
My focus remains on my duties and the continued modernization of our institutions.
Is she still involved with palace communications? Or has the palace cut ties? Tell us.
Miss Lawson is an independent journalist. The palace maintains appropriate boundaries.
I will not allow speculation to distract from the responsibilities entrusted to me by this nation.
Sorry. This wasn't how I meant it to unfold.
This is what distance feels like. Not loud, not dramatic, just final.
Ganefar. Flight 278 to New York is now boarding all passengers.
I came here looking for the truth. I didn't expect to find him. He stood up there today and chose the crown. And I finally understood where I stand. And maybe that's who he has to be. Even if it's not who I hoped he'd choose. But I won't be the story they twist into something convenient. I won't stay somewhere I'm only allowed to exist in the shadows. Some fairy tales don't end with a kiss. They end with a boarding pass.
They can twist proximity into scandal. They can question motive. But they don't get to rewrite the truth.
But they can't erase what I saw. I know who he is when no one's watching. I saw a man fighting history in a room full of men who worship it. And he didn't flinch. I saw someone trying to balance legacy with courage. And that's harder than it looks. This isn't about romance. It never was. It's about truth. It's about leadership that refuses to hide behind ceremony and chooses honesty instead. And about a prince who deserves to be seen clearly, even if I don't stand beside him. Truth doesn't need permission. It just needs to be written. And I won't wait to ask for it.
Leadership without authenticity becomes performance, and performance cannot sustain trust.
I witnessed a man wrestling with tradition du feu, not for attention, but for progress.
She didn't defend herself, she defended me. She told the truth.
The Crown Prince does not seek applause. He seeks relevance.
Your Highness, the article is everywhere. Public response is overwhelmingly supportive.
She could have written something easier. But she chose the harder truth. If authenticity is the risk, then it's time I stop avoiding it.
Yeah.
I won't lead from fear. I've been careful my entire life. Measured, contained. But careful isn't the same as honest. Every word approved. Every movement calculated. Even silence feels scripted. But caution has a cost. And I'm starting to see what it takes away. I chose stability yesterday, and it felt like surrender. Like I let fear decide for me.
She wrote the truth. Not to protect herself, to protect something bigger. Something I should have defended myself.
What kind of leader hides behind silence?
Right.
Maybe it's time I stop doing that. If authenticity is risky, then perhaps risk is overdue. Maybe it's time I stop hiding behind tradition. No more performances.
No, yeah.
If I'm going to lead, it will be honestly.
Thank you for coming. I have asked to speak today without prior approval. For too long, leadership has been measured by caution. But caution alone cannot move a nation forward.
Leadership without authenticity is performance. And I will not live as a performance.
Is this about the journalist? Or something bigger?
Yes. And I will you see this known Grunician Visapais. It is. And I won't pretend otherwise.
She did not manipulate access. She asked questions others avoided. And she expected honest answers.
I care for her, not as a scandal, not as a distraction, but as someone who challenged me to be braver.
If this country expects honesty from its leaders, then it must allow them to live honestly.
I have been taught to measure every word carefully. But some truths deserve to be spoken plainly.
To protect the crown, to protect the institution. But protection can become a kind of silence.
But protection can become concealment. And concealment slowly erodes trust. She did not seek advantage. She sought clarity. And clarity is never a threat to truth.
And in doing so, she forced me to confront my own hesitation and the fear I had been hiding behind duty.
I care for her deeply, not because she flatters power, but because she questions it. She reminded me that leadership is not about appearing strong. It's about having the courage to be honest.
It is about being honest to Dad, even when honesty is inconvenient. Especially then.
He's risking too much. A crown isn't a stage for personal declarations. A monarch must think of the country first.
Yes, exactly. This is amazing. He's so brave.
He should have kept this private. Stability comes first.
Tradition exists for a reason.
I know, dear.
No, Crod. This is what leadership looks like. Honest, human, someone finally saying what everyone else hides.
He's not hiding anymore. That takes courage. And courage is exactly what a leader should have.
But courage without caution can divide a country. A leader has to carry everyone, not just the moment.
The country needs to be challenged.
Sometimes change starts with an uncomfortable truth. You might be right.
The nation appears split tonight as reactions pour in from every corner.
One speech, two visions of the future, and a monarchy standing at the edge of change.
Final boarding call for Flight 278 to New York. Passengers should proceed to Gate 14 immediately.
Leadership without authenticity is performance, and I will not live as a performance.
What are you doing?
Alexander. What are you about to say?
I care for her, Rebel, not as scandal, but as someone who challenged me to be braver.
And
to be honest.
Boarding for Flight 660 to Valdoria is now open. Isn't that the prince from Valdoria? I think that's him.
he didn't have to say that. He could have stayed quiet, let it pass. But he didn't. If this country expects honesty, then it must allow its leaders to live honestly. Otherwise, leadership becomes nothing more than a performance.
You chose courage. And now I have to choose too. I'm not running from this.
Ma'am, we're closing the gate shortly. If you're boarding Flight 278 to New York, this is the final call. This is simple. Get on the plane, go home, protect yourself.
I will not hide behind caution if it means losing honesty. A leader should not fear the truth.
He stood there alone, in front of everyone. He didn't step back. He didn't hide.
Final call for all remaining passengers. Flight 278 to New York is now closing. Please proceed to the gate immediately.
He chose courage over comfort. He stood there and said what everyone else was afraid to say. And now, I have to decide what that means for me.
And I'm tired of pretending I don't care. I keep telling myself to walk away. But that isn't the truth.
I'm not leaving. I'm not running from this anymore. I'm staying.
Finn, I've crossed oceans for diplomacy, for ceremony, for duty, for expectations that were never really mine. But this feels different. No ceremony, no audience, just a choice I finally have to make. No advisors, no prepared statement, no one telling me what this moment should sound like. Just the truth. Just a man hoping he isn't too late, hoping there's still time to make this right, before the distance becomes permanent.
She chose courage at that gate. She could have walked away, but she stayed.
Now it's my turn to show up without armor. No titles, no protection, just honesty. If I must rule, I want to rule beside someone who sees me, someone who isn't afraid to challenge me. Not my title, me, the man behind the crown, the one she believed in.
I told myself I was done waiting, that I wouldn't stand here hoping anymore. But somehow, here I am.
No more palaces, no more headlines, no more standing in someone else's world.
I told myself that was enough.
Emma, I know I'm the last person you expected to see tonight, but I needed to come.
You're supposed to be across the ocean, giving speeches, shaking hands. What are you doing here?
I was, and then I realized distance wasn't protecting anything. It was just making the truth easier to ignore, and I'm done ignoring it.
You made your choice. You stood there in front of the world and chose the crown. I saw it.
I chose courage, but that doesn't mean I stopped choosing you. Not for a single moment. You were always part of that choice.
Why are you here, Alexander?
Lisa.
You crossed an ocean for what? What are you hoping will happen now?
No guards, no prepared speech, no advisors telling me what this moment should be. Just me, standing here with the truth.
I didn't come as a prince tonight. No titles, no expectations. I came as myself. I came because I couldn't let the last thing you saw of me be that podium. That version of me wasn't the whole truth, and you deserve the truth.
I thought protecting the crown meant protecting distance. That if I kept everything separate, no one would get hurt. But I was wrong. But distance almost cost me something far more important.
Yeah.
Something I didn't fully understand until it was nearly gone.
Yeah.
And I won't let that happen again.
You asked me who I would be without being born first. Who I'd be without the crown deciding everything. I've been thinking about that ever since. Tonight, I'm trying to be that man. Not the prince everyone expects. Just the man standing in front of you. If I must rule, I want to rule beside someone who sees me.
Not my title.
Someone who knows the man behind the crown.
And still chooses him.
When I stood at that podium, I realized something. I had been speaking carefully my entire life, but never honestly enough. I've spent my life being careful, saying what was safe, choosing the words that kept everything steady. But safety isn't always the truth. But safe isn't the same as honest.
Yeah.
And the truth doesn't always fit inside safe words.
Yeah.
I'm finally learning that.
You asked me who I would be without the crown. Who I'd be if expectation didn't decide every step. I've been thinking about that ever since.
I think I'm still figuring that out. For the first time, I'm allowing myself to ask the question. And that's both terrifying and freeing.
But I know who I am when I'm with you. I'm not performing, I'm not calculating, I'm just,
You see me, not the ceremony, not the expectations, not the crown everyone else talks to. You see the man behind it.
If this becomes hard, we choose each other again.
Yes.
Not because it's easy,
You guess that's.
but because it's worth it.
You crossed an ocean, all this distance just to stand here. I didn't think you would. You stood in front of a nation, every camera watching, every word measured. And you still said it.
And you chose honesty, when it would have been easier to stay silent. That took courage. I told myself I wouldn't risk this again, that I'd walk away before it could hurt. But standing here, I'm not so sure anymore.
But fear isn't a good reason to walk away. Running doesn't make the truth disappear. It only delays it.
If this becomes hard, if the world starts pulling us in different directions, then we face it together. We don't retreat to safety. We don't hide behind distance. We stay.
We choose each other again. Even when it's difficult. Even when the world is watching.
You crossed an ocean, left everything behind just to stand here. I didn't think you would.
I know you didn't.
And I would again, for a moment.
For a moment like this, I'd cross it 100 times.
Without hesitation.
You risked everything. The crown, the expectations, all of it, just to stand here with me.
I risked what mattered less. Titles can survive a storm. But losing you, that would have cost far more.
If this becomes difficult.
When the headlines return, when the world starts watching again.
We remember this moment.
Then we choose each other again. Not just once, but every time it gets hard. That's how this works.
This isn't a fairy tale. No magic, no perfect ending. Just two people choosing the same path.
No, it's better. It's real.
It's real, Meng.
No scripts, no crowns deciding for us.
Just us.
I'm not returning for a title, not for a palace or the television. I'm not returning for a headline, not for cameras or the noise that follows them. I'm returning for the truth we started. I'm returning because I believe in what we started, in the honesty we fought for, and in the future we're building. Change doesn't happen from the outside. You have to stand inside the system and help it become better. It happens beside the people willing to fight for it. The ones who choose courage even when it's uncomfortable. And refuse to walk away. I won't be hidden behind ceremony. I won't disappear into tradition. I'll stand where the work is.
I'll stand beside him, hey, not beneath the crown. As a partner, as an equal. That's the only way this works.
This isn't a fairy tale ending. It's a partnership. Two people choosing to build something real. Together. If transparency is your strength, we lean into it or not away from it. People trust honesty more than perfection, so we lead with it.
And if the council resists? They've guarded tradition longer than either of us. Change won't be easy.
Then we give them data and public support.
Not emotion.
Facts change minds faster than arguments, and the public is already listening.
You're turning the monarchy into a communications case study.
Wow.
Centuries of tradition, rebranded with strategy.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
I'm helping it speak in its own voice. Not the scripted version everyone expects. The honest one.
And what if that voice challenges tradition?
What if honesty unsettles the people who prefer things unchanged?
Will they listen? Then tradition evolves, or it fades. History isn't meant to trap us. It's meant to guide what comes next.
I asked for someone who sees me. I didn't realize I'd also find someone who strengthens me. Someone who challenges me to be better.
You too.
And reminds me why this matters.
Always. You return to Valdoria knowing the weight of this institution. It is not a light burden to carry. Few truly understand what it demands. I return knowing its potential, the ability it has to inspire people beyond tradition, and to grow stronger by embracing change. You could have walked away from controversy. Many people would have chosen the easier path. Yet you chose to return. I don't walk away from truth, or from partnership, especially when it asks something difficult of me. That's when it matters most. My son has always carried responsibility well, but he carries you differently. There is a steadiness in him now, one I have not seen before. I don't intend to carry him. I intend to stand beside him. As a partner, not a shadow. That's the only way this works. That distinction matters. A crown is not strengthened by silence. It is strengthened by those who stand beside it.
You are not a distraction, Miss Lawson. You are an asset to the future of this crown. My son chose wisely, and so did you.
It's quieter here than I remember. No cameras, no voices chasing the story. Just the sound of the garden.
Peace doesn't usually make headlines.
Yeah.
It happens quietly, when no one is watching.
No doubt.
But sometimes that's where the real work begins.
Neither does growth. It happens slowly. Quiet decisions made day by day. And eventually, everything changes.
And sometimes quietly, without announcements or applause. Just people choosing a different path.
This isn't the version of royalty I imagined. No grand gestures, no fairy tale illusions. Just quiet responsibility.
What did you imagine?
Yeah.
Something grander?
Something easier? No.
Or something completely different?
Distance. Ceremony.
Perfection.
A world that felt untouchable. Almost unreal.
I'd rather have partnership. Someone who walks beside me, not behind ceremony. That's the kind of future worth building.
This isn't about tradition. Not about the rituals everyone expects. It's about the future we choose to build.
It isn't about expectations. Not the ones written into protocol. It's about what we decide together.
It's about choosing you, not once, but every day. Through every challenge that comes, through every season we face.
You don't have to prove anything to me. I've already seen who you are, and that's enough.
I'm not proving, I'm promising. A promise to stand beside you, every step forward.
If this becomes difficult.
When the world questions every step we take, we remember why we chose this.
We choose each other again, even when it isn't easy. Especially then.
This isn't a fairy tale.
No?
It's better. It's real.
I once believed the crown demanded distance. That leadership meant standing apart from everyone else. But I understand it differently now.
And I once believed love demanded escape. That the safest choice was to walk away first. But I was wrong about that.
But neither survives without balance. Duty alone becomes distance, and love alone loses direction.
Strength doesn't come from standing alone. It comes from choosing who stands beside you and trusting them to stay.
It comes from standing beside someone who sees you clearly.
Yeah.
Someone who understands the weight you carry.
Yeah.
And still chooses to walk with you.
Not the symbol.
Not the ceremony.
Not the ceremony
Everyone sees.
Just the person behind it.
The person. The one behind the crown, behind the expectations. The one you never stop seeing. Love doesn't weaken the crown.
It reminds it why it exists.
It strengthens it.
I never believed in crowns of gold or stories already told. But you stood there in the light and chose what was right.
I came with questions in my hand,
looking for cracks in polished plans. I thought the truth would draw a line between your world and mine. But somewhere between the doubt and flame, you stopped hiding behind your name.
I wore a title like armor steel,
smiling in rooms I couldn't feel.
Every word weighed down by rule,
every silence carefully schooled. Then you looked at me, not the throne, and suddenly I stood alone.
You asked me what I was running from.
You showed me who I could become.
When fear and courage collide,
something stronger survives. each other again from the very start. Headlines tried to pull me away, turned our hearts into display. But truth is louder than shame, and courage burns brighter than blame. I stood before the world that day with nothing safe to say, and in the stillness of that room I let the mask fall through. If leadership means honesty, then love is its integrity. And when the lights burn down, we don't bow. This isn't a fairy tale ending, no scripted hearts pretending, no fragile glass to break. We built this from the ground up, through every shake and round of the risk we chose to take. Love doesn't weaken the crown, it turns the silence into sound. When the world tries to pull us apart, we choose each other again. From the very start, if it becomes hard, we don't run, we don't surrender, we don't come undone. We stand in the open air, no titles, no despair, just you and me, and the truth we share. This isn't a fairy tale ending, it's stronger than pretending, it's real beneath the crown. No throne above the heart, no love that stands apart. When we stand our ground, love doesn't weaken the crown, it makes the fallen stronger. Now when history calls our name, we choose each other again and again. No fairy tale, no perfect sound, just two hearts strong enough to wear the crown.
The Stories book is a captivating collection of tales that traverse diverse genres and emotions, spanning the realms of fantasy, science fiction, romance, and mystery. Each narrative is a journey into the unexpected, weaving intricate plots and compelling characters. With a skillful blend of vivid imagery and thought-provoking themes, this anthology invites readers to explore the depths of imagination and discover the universal threads that connect us all. From heartwarming moments to spine, we hope you enjoyed these captivating video stories. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming content like this. Thanks for watching, and keep spreading the video story.